Testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Alright, let's get this mic in this comfortable spot. It's always something. Try to cut off as much noise as we can. Folks, we have not done a Talking in Teacups in some time. We're waiting for Elbow right now. As per the usual. We always gotta wait for poor old Elbow. As per the usual. On a later edit of this, I should be able to cut this whole part out. But if you're watching this right now, you're wondering when the podcast starts, just fast forward 10 minutes. Really should only be realistically 3, but I gotta move on CPT right now because, like I said, wait for Elbow. And I do apologize for that background noise. That's my computer. That thing is like a jet engine. Ain't nothing I can do. I need Casey here to help me reconfigure everything. But right now, I have, let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, hold on. It's 2 at the top. 3 on that side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because it's 1 at the bottom. 7 is one just sitting randomly just on exhaust duty. 7 fans, but it's technically more than 7 fans because there's, I think, 1 and 2 and 3 at the bottom underneath the graphics card. So that's 7 plus 3, that's 10. And then the graphics card got fans, but I don't know if you want to count the graphic card as fans because I don't know if they ever really made noise to begin with. But if you count them too, that's 3 more. So that's 13 fans all going off. Trying to keep the card cooled down. Trying to keep the whole system cooled down. Now, let me tell you. Lately, if we talk about systems, what I've been playing is a lot of Cyberpunk on PC. So today's B-roll game footage is brought to you by Cyberpunk 2077. Phantom Liberty. I don't know if I gotta say that part. I don't gotta say none of the part. It's not sponsored. That's just what I'm going to be playing in the background. But let me do a little type check. See how is everybody doing. There he is. Once you hear that undeniable, that's how you know he's here. Now, will his audio quality be up to par? We shall find out. Or what's that catchphrase Decipher says in his movie reviews? Let's find out. Oh, my alarm is cutting on. Make sure my phone is gonna vibrate. Yeah, my phone's gonna vibrate. Are you talking? We can't hear you. Say again?
Hold on.
Okay. He said, hold on, folks. We're getting ready.
Sleep. I have to find my glasses and come down to the basement. So you can hear me now, right?
Yeah, we can hear you. Long time, long time, long time. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time coming, long time coming, but I know to keep my gun.
I even got the I prepped last night. It only took me probably about maybe 30, 40. It probably took 2 hours max to prep for this, from zero, like literally no prep, to I feel like I'm at least 99% fully prepped. The only last step I was going to do was adjust something in the podcast overlay, because I have text that goes up, but I want it to go away, because I'm like, oh wait, that's blocking my text window. And then I wanted more links to the news articles in case someone wanted to read further. But I only did like the first five or six. But other than that, I got your Guess the Movie ready. I got the topics ready.
Yeah.
I got a baker's dozen ready.
Wait, why is this not coming from my?
Why is it not coming from your headphones? Oh.
Sorry.
In the app, you're using your phone. See, on computer, I can see the
No.
microphone.
No. My PlayStation.
Oh, I don't know.
I had to just unplug it and plug it back in. I usually play Minecraft when we're podcasting.
Gotcha.
I'm ready when you are.
Oh, okay. Going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ahoy Maloy. Welcome back. It's been some time, but in case you're not sure, welcome to Talking in Teacups, the serious topic show with not so serious people. We are your hosts. I'm Decipher. You've heard me. You've heard my voice before. A few times here and there. But joined alongside me, in case you forgot who else joins alongside me here, he is undeniable, unrepresentable, unattractive. It is Elbow Baby. Elbow Baby.
Now that's when everybody knows it.
Elbow, it's good to be here with you today.
You know what? It's usually not good to be here with you, but today it is good to be here with you.
I like it. Well, you know what else I like? I'd like it if you follow us on Twitter, X if you will, but I won't. Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Threads, and TikTok, all at Cypher's Pick Gaming. And if you want to take it a step further, you can go on patreon.com/CyphersPickGame and check out those lovely tiers. We'd appreciate those support. But, if you can't do any of those things, that's fine. You can watch for free here on YouTube and Twitch. We do a live podcast every Saturday, and every single one. We never miss a Saturday. If you don't see it on a Saturday, that means you missed it and it disappeared. Let's go up first. A baker's dozen. Now, since it's been a while since I've done it, even though I do it every week, I'm going to remind you what a baker's dozen is. That's just a news roundup of last week's biggest stories. So, starting up, Rebel Moon, Netflix movie. Have you heard of it, Elbow?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so part 1 came out last year. I thought it was fine. It definitely had its flaws, but I'm waiting for that director's cut because I want to see what he can do in 3 hours and however many long minutes. It was already a long movie with a lot of slow motion and a lot of world building, but part 2 just recently dropped, and a lot of people were saying that there's no marketing push to it. Well, here's possibly the reason why. So, Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scargiver, they said the second half of Zack Snyder's Sci-Fi Debacle is almost as disastrous as the first. Now, I haven't got a chance to see it yet, but that's very forthcoming because that explains why people have not seen any press promotions. I didn't see any commercials for it, no big push at all. Have you seen it yet?
I have not seen either.
Haven't seen either. Okay, part 1 was fine. Maybe part 1 could have been a little bit longer, but it was an interesting take on, hey, what could happen if we made, this is how I viewed it anyway, what could happen if we made Star Wars R-rated, but it does go a bit too far. I will definitely admit that it definitely does go a bit too far. But you know what doesn't go too far? Curb Your Enthusiasm. Curb Your Enthusiasm recently had its final episode airing on HBO Max, and Larry David, when he walks down the street and hear people say, "Oh my god, I love Curb Your Enthusiasm, it's the greatest cringe comedy TV show ever," he says, "Whoa, I hate it when people call it that. Don't call my show no cringe comedy. I just want to wring their necks." So, what do you think about that? Because you watch Curb Your Enthusiasm, or Curb, if you will.
Larry David is GOAT, and whatever he wants to call it, that's what people should call it.
Okay. I haven't seen the show, and I do plan on watching that. That show comes highly recommended from not only you, but I think some former coworkers of mine. But you know what's not highly recommended? A mansion in Malibu. So Kanye West, he paid $57 million for a Malibu mansion and then gutted it and abandoned it. Now, nobody wants to buy it. So he bought this mansion from a famous bicycle designer, and he completely took out, and it's a Malibu mansion seaside, so it's facing right off the Miami beach, and it's sea facing, or at least the back half it is. He took all the windows out. So now, when I say gutted, I don't mean he just took the furniture out. No, this man took the windows out. If I will, let me pull it up on screen real fast.
I don't see the screen.
No worries, you're about to. Let's pull that up. I'm pulling up the screen on the podcast. So if you're watching the podcast, you can see it. So this is his beautiful looking mansion.
It's not giving me the option to look at the...
Oh, no, I'm putting it on YouTube. I didn't want to put it in the show. I can put it on the show. I don't know if it's going to lag out my accessories. Let me just see. Give me a second.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, okay. All right, so this is the Malibu mansion. So it's the one that my mouse is on right here. And it looked, for it looked like a garage from GTA. It looks like a property that you could buy on GTA 5. But let me show you the other side of what he did to it. You see that? No windows. This thing is bare boneski. And he slashed the price. So it was $57 million. Now he's trying to sell it for $47 million. But then you got to spend $10 million just to fix it back up, because he took out all the windows. So now it's literally just an empty shell. And it's showing corny. I mean, it's cool looking. At least it's a cement base, but come on, yeah.
$57 million this thing?
Yeah, $57 million for this thing that looks like a parking garage. Well, it doesn't look like a parking garage because there's steps, but it reminds me of a parking garage. Yeah. He tripping for that. And then
it looks like one of those old DVD holders.
Oh, it does. And then also Kanye, well, I don't want to step on the gun line's toes, but Kanye West is being, dang, what did it say? I didn't save this as an article. This is like tangentially related. He's being, I guess, investigated because he put hands on somebody who completely inappropriately touched his wife. So he did what he had to do. And they say Ye's crazy, but hey, look, a broken clock is right at least twice out of the day. So he was right with that one. And speaking of things being broken, Pam Grier, she's broken. So Pam Grier reveals she still has lingering issues 50 years after making Foxy Brown. So back then, in those days, there were no stunt doubles. No stunt doubles at all. So she had to do her own stunt. You said what? No, there were not. There were none. There was zero.
There were.
You had to do your own stunts back then. Come on, man. This is the Bruce Lee era. You was doing your own stunts. Nah, no stunt doubles. So she had to do her own stunts. So she still got some injuries that she feeling to this day, because she not no professional stunt double, but she had to go out here really doing stunts.
Hold on.
Yeah, go up 1974 and say, were there any stunt doubles? It's gonna
No,
say
Star
hell.
Wars came out in 1977. You act like 1974 was this like time like Abraham Lincoln was living. No, it's 1974.
That's that's what we call decadology, where you start getting acting different once you hit it. When you hit those decades, it's like people be forgetting 2014 was just around the corner. 2014, my golly, I was still in high school. Nope, now you old. You adulting. You working at Target, and you just sitting there wondering what you're doing with your life. So yeah, those decades, once they start stacking up, you hit 2 decades. You were talking what, 2004, when they had, what was it called, a BlackBerry? Them decades, they start adding up. But what doesn't add up is money. So Juan Carlo Esposito, before he had his big break on Breaking Bad, he said that he was so poor. This is about to get dark. I'm sorry to tell you this, guys. He
How
was.
poor was he?
What'd you say?
How poor was he?
Oh, he considered arranging his own unaliving, just so we can keep ads on here, so that his kids could get his life insurance money. That's how bad it got for him.
That's not that crazy. A little insurance fraud.
No, but he was going to pass. He was not going to be here with us.
Oh,
So
he was actually doing it. I thought you meant he arranged and like it looked like he was gonna do a suicide.
no. He was going to have somebody off him so that, because he said, all right, if I do a unaliving to myself, you can't get paid. My family can't get paid off insurance. He has 4 kids, but he said if someone unalives me, then my family will get the insurance. But what changed his mind, he said, well, I don't want to create more trauma, because he said even though they'll get paid, they will now have a lifetime of trauma because their father's no longer with them. And then he changed his whole tune, and he ended up getting that part in Breaking Bad, and the rest was history. And he was out here killing it, literally, because he's always a bad guy in most of his movies. Mandalorian, The Boys.
Fallout.
He's in Fallout. You watched the TV show? I ain't watched the TV show yet. I'm still trying to get through. Oh,
I'm in Far. Sorry,
Far.
Far Cry.
Yeah, Far Cry. Yeah. What I do want to say, I may have already told you, but I've been watching anime. Did I tell you that? Did I tell you I finally started getting to anime again?
Start watching.
Yep. I am watching currently My Hero Academia. I'm on season 2. I'm a pretty slow watcher though. I'm getting through it.
But My Hero's pretty basic, but it's good and it's fun. My kids love it.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, My Hero. They said,
Like
I think it was AJ or a couple other people, and possibly even you. I don't remember who to attribute. They said because I like that superhero Marvel stuff, that was an easy one to jump off into. So I was like, okay, gave it a try.
they should have given you One Punch. One Punch Man is a lot shorter. Is a lot more comedy heavy. I think it would have been a better transition from normal TV to him.
Okay. What's his name? Itamo? What's the main character's real name?
Saitama.
Itama. Got it. Close enough. See, I know things. I can do. If you want to do guess the anime, I got you. But you know things that you can't guess? Your field sobriety. So, speaking of field sobriety, Glorilla, she was arrested under DUI. Excuse me. In Georgia. It was something with an S. I ain't even gonna pronounce it. Basically, she was driving around and she refused to do a field sobriety test, so they arrested her on DUI. Not a gun line, hopefully. I'm not interrupting your gun line. I just saw that under the entertainment news, and that was it. I ain't really got much to add to that story. That's pretty much as basic as you can get. Glorilla arrested, DUI, refused to do a field sobriety test. I think when they put her in the station 2, she refused to do that machine as well, so they automatically gotta lock you up if you're refusing to do both machines. Both tests, I meant to say. The field sobriety test is always BS, because no matter what you say, if you get nervous, like anxious, they can say, oh, you drunk. So it's a
If
catch.
they have to do it comedy test, it's already too late. They already think you're drunk.
Yeah, yep. That's why I said it's like you already screwed at that point. All right, but going back to what I said about that Fallout TV show. So, riding the success of the Fallout TV show, Fallout 76, the game, the online game, is teasing a hugely popular, newly expanded map in this next update. So if you've been playing Fallout 76, I've kind of fallen off of that game, but now you're getting a whole new expanded map.
How could they tease something that's hugely popular?
No, right? I guess maybe it's, I forgot where Fallout 76 takes place, and I want to say it's Boston, because Washington was for 3, and was Boston 4? Damn, now I don't remember. No, 4. All right, whatever. Wherever 76 takes place, they're probably adding one of the maps from either 3 or 4. That's what it means by, oh, it's a hugely popular map, because the Elder Scrolls Online will go back and add maps. Like they would add, I don't know the names of these fantasy places, so I won't even try to pretend to say them. But that's what it means. So they're probably just adding a map from a previous Fallout game. And it's like, oh yeah, I remember fighting in Boston. Yeah, add that map. That's my guess of it. I didn't, like I said, first 6 articles I put more headlines to them, but these ones I didn't. But speaking of things that doesn't need a headline, Kingdom Come Deliverance. There's a second one coming, and now the first one is just $4 on PS5 following the reveal of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So make sure you guys check out Kingdom Come Deliverance. Very good game. I want to attribute this to Elbow for putting this on my radar, but he plays so many fantasy games, I don't remember which one. Was this you telling me about this game? You say yeah?
This was not me, no.
Okay, this was not you. Yeah, it was one game he was telling me about. I don't remember it. But speaking of games and people telling about games, let's talk World of Warcraft. Now, Blizzard, they're saying that, look, it's time to make a bold statement. That's just CEO talk for saying, look, our sales are down and we need to do something different. So, yeah, Blizzard wants to make a bold statement with their next World of Warcraft expansion. What are they going to do? Who knows? We'll find out. But speaking of finding out...
Are you a woman?
Am I what?
Are you a woman?
No.
In this game that I'm watching?
Oh, in this game that you're watching, yes. That's
because you can't track.
Oh yeah. That is
You Asian too?
That's cyber. Hey, there's that CPG charm, that talking to teacups wit right there. What is this? Oh, that's a Jill Valentine suit I have on too. Those are mods. I'm like showcasing mods. So that's Alexis, and that's not in that game. And if you know, I was gonna tell you what game it is, but if you could figure out what game that is beforehand, you should already know, by the way. But let me know if you can guess what game that is. Where's that? Arrowhead. Oh yeah, sorry, Arrowhead. I lost my segue. But speaking of people who can't, nope, that's not a good one. Arrowhead. They say that Sony does not force anything into Helldivers 2 development. Sony just wants them to make the best live service title gamers have ever played. And so far, I'd say it's working. People are really enjoying Helldivers 2. Let me know. Are you playing Helldivers 2?
I was waiting for it to go on sale, but everybody's talking about it. I feel like I gotta buy it.
Yeah, I don't think it's going on sale anytime soon. That thing is killing it. So I did a previous story of this guy who like looks at marketing trends. He said like usually when a game come out it's big and then the sales drop. He said this thing started off regular and then the sales kept going up. It's like inverse. I was like, dang, this thing is really taking off. I'm still mad because they switched it from a top-down game, which is more game night friendly, to a, okay, you gotta play on your own console and I'll be at home, and now you play on your own console and I'll be at home, like less, game night friendly. I get it, it's gonna get more people because everybody's away and isolated, but damn if I don't love my game night games. Which, before I go into the next story, so I've recently started back up game night, and we had a victor. So we like, get a score for each game you play. And actually, no, I'll save that for my rant section because I didn't have a rant. That's the only thing else I didn't prep. I skipped the rant. But things that I did prep: a sequel. I prepped a sequel for The Wolf Among Us 2. The Wolf Among Us 2. Have you played the first Wolf Among Us? That's a Telltale Games, by the way. He plays a detective who's also a werewolf in a fairy tale world. What'd you say?
Said I have. I love Telltale Games.
Yep. And they said they dropped some new screenshots, and they said The Wolf Among Us 2 is still under development. And we know Telltale had a thing going up and down. They kind of closed doors. I think they even went bankrupt, but then they came back. I don't know how many of the actual developers are there, or is it just this is the name of the company, but completely different team.
A bunch of their games.
Who bought the license?
They lost the license to a bunch of their games.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I'm happy to see that that's still being worked on. I really want a part 3 of the Batman games. Who knows if we'll get that? But I really like those. The Walking Dead, only like season 1 and 2. I didn't play Michonne or anything else they had.
Well, you should play the final season if you like that series. But I think the only reason they're doing Wolf Among Us is because a lot of their titles are already licensed. Intellectual property of somebody else. IPs. Jeez, I couldn't think of IPs. They got like Game of Thrones, They got Minecraft story
Oh
mode,
yeah. I did
Borderlands.
play Minecraft Story Mode and Borderlands. I didn't play the second one, Tales from the Borderlands 2 or whatever they called it.
So all their stuff is owned by somebody else. So
Hmm.
I don't know how easy it would be for them to pick up and just make a number two of some. Like, can they? Do they own? They don't. How many rights do they have to Batman to just make another Batman?
No, they don't own it, and they have to pay just to use it. So last year when the Insomniac leaks happened, we got to see some PowerPoints and slides. So when Sony, this is Insomniac and Sony who owns, like, what is it? Sony owns Insomniac, I believe. No, because Insomniac made a game for Xbox, so they're third party. So Insomniac had to pay to use Spider-Man. So even though that Spider-Man game sold so much money, that's the reason why they're not making too many Ratchet and Clank games or other games, because it costs so much money to even make one game. They said, look, we might as well just pay this bread to Sony so we can use their intellect, their IP, in order to at least turn a profit. So yeah, you are 100% right. It's not as easy as just saying, hey, I want to make a Batman game. You got me? They go say, no, you got to pay us. We don't know you. Like, your game might suck. So we want to get paid off of sales, and we want to get paid a licensing fee. So they'll take a percentage of sales, physical and digital. Crazy. Physical and digital sales they're taking a percentage of, and they're taking a
Is that crazy?
licensing fee. Yeah.
I would expect them to take a percentage of all sales.
But I forgot, it was like for the Insomniac deal, I forgot which one was higher, whether it was physical or digital. And I was like, dang, dog, I might as well just make it a flat fee or flat percentage. But yeah, they take a percentage of both. So it's like you pay upfront licensing fee, or I don't know if they get to pay it in the back end, but there's a licensing fee on top of percentage of sales. Like, you so greedy, you can't just pay a licensing fee. I get it, Sony, you want to eat, everybody want to eat, but damn, we could have had more Spider-Man
Spider-Man.
games. Yeah, well, Spider-Man is the biggest draw, so of course.
Yeah, I'm about to say. Let me just tell you, it was not free for them to get Spider-Man. I'm sure Disney has made them lucrative offers for Spider-Man.
Yeah,
They
you're right.
they are keeping Spider-Man because he's so profitable. I'm not mad at them for making their money.
Yeah, you're right. He's a cash cow. Spider-Man, Batman are the two most popular or most recognizable superheroes. Superman's up there as well. But I think people, like, if you're a comic book fan, you're a little bit more angry at Superman because his stories aren't as compelling because he's basically invincible. But with Spider-Man and Batman, you're like, okay, these guys can be hurt. I feel like they're more compelling. So who else is more popular? Maybe Iron Man. I don't know how high his stock is, like if it's going down because of it's been time.
Here, Iron Man was like a C class, like popularity hero. I think Captain America is really high up there.
Mm-hmm. And he has a bright outfit on too, so both Iron Man and Captain America, so that helps stand out. Spider-Man, it's always the
Oh,
reds and the blues. Who's green that's really up there? The Hulk. Not Green Lantern,
well,
just the Hulk.
Hulk and Wolverine, I would say, are also like A tier, like
Oh yeah,
popularity.
definitely Wolverine. This is the year of Wolverine. So I've always been an X-Men fan. My favorite comic book character of all time is Cyclops, and he's not even the best. He just was my personal favorite, and that's a whole long story I'll get into later. You can use hashtag TNT if you want us to talk about that topic. But it's been a long time since 2006 or 8 or whatever X-Men The Last Stand was, where Cyclops was sort of in there, and then it was First Class and the other ones, but he kind of was there, but it just wasn't the same with the new actor. No disrespect to him, I liked him in Ready Player One and all the other stuff he's been in, but I think, wait, that's the same dude that, don't worry, I ain't gonna get into a whole try. I forgot the actor's name, but I just liked that first guy's portrayal. What's his name? Brad. That doesn't even matter the name right now, just because this was not a topic I planned for. But
He's
what'd you say?
he's in. I said I forget the guy's name, but he's in. Is it Road Trip or Sex Drive? I know he's the big brother in one of
Yeah.
those like teen movies.
Yep. But I was saying it's been a while since X-Men has been like respected, because I liked the comic books and they had Avengers versus X-Men. I was like, bet, this is crazy, this is good. But for a long time, X-Men couldn't really be too heavily pushed into Marvel, because remember, Fox still owned the X-Men before Marvel bought Fox. So it was like, dang, X-Men exist, but we can't talk about them. We can make these great comics, but we can't talk about them. Then when they finally bought 20th Century Fox or Fox, whatever, they couldn't talk about it yet, because it's like, all right, bet, we're going to give it a few years, then we're going to do X-Men stuff. And now it's finally paying off. We're finally coming into that year of X-Men, year of Wolverine. We got X-Men 97, and then we're going to have Deadpool and Wolverine coming out this year. So it's just good to see some respect being put on that. But speaking of things that need more respect, Nier Automata director, he claims that Japanese devs cannot keep up with Western tech anymore. So they're not even chasing graphics. He's trying to say. He's saying that basically we just gonna make these games the way we making them. So that's something to think about. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, but those are his thoughts.
Who cares? A lot of these games are all flash and no substance.
That's true too. There's a game that just came out, and I forget the name of it, but my friend AJ was telling me about it, and then I've seen people talk about it on Reddit. And it's not the Nier games, but it's another Japanese style game where the girl wears a bodysuit similar to like what my character's wearing, but it's skin colored. So like if my character has brown skin, what'd you say?
Stellar Blade or something.
Yeah, Stellar
like
Blade. Yep, Stellar Blade. But when you wear the bodysuit, even though it's it's what's the word I want to say, preverse, it's just meant to be like something for you to play. And be like, yeah. But when you wear it though, you take more damage. So it's meant to be like, okay, even though we know you want to look at it, you little perv, you gonna take more damage because it's you wearing a bodysuit. Right here. What'd you say?
She's like knock. Look at this girl running right here. She's like knock-kneed or something. How the heck is she moving so fast? I'm assuming it's the bodysuit.
It's the bodysuit, yeah, and that is a Jill Valentine, whatever, from Resident Evil bodysuit with the hair too, but on a black woman, so it looks weird. But Little Big Planet, I didn't have a good segue. I forgot my segue. Little Big Planet 3, their servers will now be kept offline indefinitely. So R.I.P. to Little Big Planet. I loved you. Well, I actually liked 1 and 2 better. Little Big Planet 3, I wasn't that big of a fan of. Not even gonna sit here and pretend, but I remember and I have fond memories of Little Big Planet.
Don't even understand. Little Big Planet 1 on PS3
I remember
was like awesome.
We played a lot of that. And Starhawk and Warhawk, one of those two, both even.
Warhawk was awesome, dude. Man, I want to go back to 2008.
But these are what I'm talking about when I say these co-op couch friendly games. They just don't make them like that anymore. But let me transition right over to our dad joke. So my wife asked me the other day why I never buy her flowers. I said, I didn't even realize you sold them. Boo. All right. That joint was a banger. He hating. Don't even worry about it.
Right, look. Dolphin kicks man in nuts. Man says, you did that on purpose.
Boo. I get what you was going for, but boo.
Well, I usually make a much dirtier joke, but you kind of got on my case about dirty jokes, so this is what we have been reduced to.
No, I like the when my character was driving, he was like, I'm not gonna repeat the joke, but I like that joke. That joke was funny, and we all mean it. You know, actually, what I will say, these first 4 episodes of the podcast, like if you actually go back and hunt for them, first of all, they're completely just. It's like South Park crazy, but they used to have warning tags in the front of them. They'd be like, warning, we're gonna say some crazy stuff, but we don't really mean it. It's all fun. Or it'd be like sarcastic, like if you can't handle language, blah blah blah, get away from here. So yeah, I remember those things. Talking in Teacups podcast is a serious topic show, but also we're not so serious people, so don't take offense to what we say. We're just saying jokes, having fun.
Next topic. Trans community, pro or con?
Our real topic number 1 is, in 20 years, someone's going to ask eventually, how was COVID lockdown like? How will you answer?
I would say it was awesome. But this is, so I like not going to work, working from home. I like being home all the time, not having a shower, smelling myself. You know, it was a pretty good time. But I would say this, it kind of blended time. I don't really know what happened between like 2019 and like 2023. It's kind of just one big blur. Because somebody asked, hey, I was talking about my friend getting married, and they're like, when did he get married? And I'm like, crap, I have no idea. I know it was during the pandemic because he had to push it back because it was scheduled for early 2020. He had to push it back, and I know it was during the pandemic, but I just have no idea when because all that time is blended together. What will you say?
So I'm going to say, you ever heard of this game called Fallout? It was just like that. The stores were empty. There were mobs of people stealing from the stores. Papa, what were they stealing? They were stealing tissue. That's how bad it got. They were stealing tissue and toilet paper, walking right past the TVs and Xboxes. No one cared a damn about those things.
Lysol was in high demand.
Yeah, instead of currency, instead of using dollar bills, they were trading in paper towel rolls because paper towels were multi-use. You could use them to clean up your face and clean up your bottom face, your bottom area. Also, I'm going to
Yeah,
say
I love
everybody had on
that talk.
mask. It was I'm going to tell them about the before. Before you could see everyone's face. You could walk up to somebody and see if they were a baddie or a saddie. Now everybody has on mask. It was terrible, and some people wore their mask on their chin. We called them chin diapers, chin
A
strappers.
lot of these girls, a lot better with the masks. I gotta say that everybody was like an 8 or a 9 when COVID was happening.
That's because all you could see was the eyes, so you only had to work up on eye makeup. You had to just have popping eyelashes. That was it. No lip,
That
no foundation, no filler, just eyeliner
girls
or whatever.
is trash. They ain't even have to worry about that with the mask on.
Yep. What else I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say everybody was sick. Everybody was coughing. They shut down all transportation. You couldn't even sit next to nobody on no type of occasion. Movie theaters was closed. Everything was closed. The streets were empty. It was so quiet. You could hear birds chirping on a busy city block. I'm gonna really spice it
It
up
was like
basically. Wait, audio cut out.
I said, it was like Thanos snapped.
Oh, yep, it was like Thanos snap. That's what he said. Your audio go in and out a little bit. All right,
Yep.
so that's that.
Here,
And
let me
now,
go to what.
all right, while he's switching to Wi-Fi, I'm going to switch over to Sippin' Tea. This is our rant segment. I put section on here, but segment, I guess, would be the better word. One day I'll adjust my my template, but it won't be today. So Sippin' Tea, basically we just talk about something just random off the cuff. So I'm going to talk about game night. So this previous Sunday, I had a game night, had some friends over, IRL. That's something that in 20 years you guys won't be able to say you did at all.
I
But
know this is not story. You don't have any friends IRL.
right? So me and my imaginary crew of friends, we all played some games and we did like a score ranking system where every time you'll win a game, you'll get a point, and then first to a certain amount of points gets the title. So AJ won the title. No, first it was E. E won the title surprisingly because it was the most unexpected person that you would think to win. Had the title for a little bit. Then AJ worked hard.
Yo, that was a subliminal shot.
What'd you say?
That was a subliminal shot.
Well, I said it in the nicest way possible. I said most unexpected. I don't know if I was like negatively throwing a shot. I was just like, oh, that's a surprise. Like, what? I didn't see that coming. So anyway, AJ worked hard to get the title. He put on the show too. He was pretending like he didn't know what he was doing, but he knew what he was doing. So he put on the show. It went the distance. He won the gold. He was happy. He was celebrating. Then out of nowhere, we had an emergency cash in right before he was about to leave. That's my co-host Elbow. He said, I'm challenging for the title. Cash me in right now. He won. He went through the gauntlet, actually. Then he won. And he said, I got to bounce. So he won the title and he left. He pulled a Stone Cold. He pulled a CM Punk. And he pulled a CM Punk at AEW. He pulled a CM Punk in WWE. And he pulled a CM Punk in AEW. Just won the title and left. He took his gold and left. So then Casey came through and won double the score. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to make you the interim champion until next game night where you and Elbow can squash it out to see who's the current title holder. And Casey's on a roll. He's like on his Roman Reigns. He's beating everybody in every game. He was crazy. He started really cracking his knuckles and said, fine, I'll do it myself. Pulled a snapback backwards, Ash Ketchum style. I was like, dang, this man over here really cooking.
But everybody knows who the real champion is, so.
Yeah, you're the champion. You could say you vacated the title and then Casey picked up the interim. All right, what's your rant for this week?
We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting to the end. Get bodied, losers. Also, I like how you conveniently left out when I left, you hadn't won a single point.
I didn't feel like that was relevant to the story.
The Decipher sucked that day. He didn't win a single game.
I think by the end of it, I probably had 2 points. I might still be at 0. I don't feel like looking up the score, but yeah, it was a bad one. I was too busy focused on not burning the chicken. E let the Parmesan chicken burn. By the way, I like the bone-in chicken better than the boneless chicken. What was your thoughts on that?
Well, you got boned, so I guess that's why you would like the bone in chicken.
The pizza was good though. Pizza was good. They talking about my little brother talking about some cheese. I'm like, ugh, cheese is so boring. Luckily, my wife looked out. She got pepperoni, she got a half cheese, and then she had got a mushroom and olives, and that joint was so good. I'm like, yes, this she knows me, the best. So that's it to your rant. You just wanted to bask in your greatness, as you should. You're the champ, so you should feel exactly like that.
If there's any time you should rant, it's when you're being great.
Yep. And we all had walkout music. Mine's never got a chance to play. His walkout music was Super Gremlin by Kodak Black. And listening to the song, I really wanted to do the unedited version, but I did the version without the cussing, even though there weren't any kids there. So it was pointless to have the version that was edited. It was like, like instead of saying the N word or the B word, I was like, come on, man. Hey. I think, no, Coda wasn't there. Yeah, no, it wasn't no kids there except for
Well, yeah,
Lil Cipher. That's it. But he was in the other room, so it was pointless to have the edited, blocked out version. But when he sent me the song, so I text everybody, send me your walkout song. He texted me the song. He's like, if it's too crazy though, I could do some other songs. So I was like, let me just look up the song. I listened to it. It was like, it like a little chanting at first, like it's pumping you up. Like, oh, this feel like some Ring music right here. And then Kodak Black come out. Now Kodak Black, funny how he talk, because he got that Florida style
Miami.
dialect. Yeah. So you just hear him. I was like, yeah, all right, I like this. This John hard, even though he's almost incomprehensible, but it's just it's a feel, or as the kids would say, it's a vibe. That song is a vibe. I like it. But yeah, let's go to topic number 2. This is your would you rather question. I've kind of formatted it that way. If you haven't noticed, past a lot of episodes, who would you rather be friends with? A billionaire, someone from the future, let's say the year 2100, a celebrity, doesn't have to be any of those first two, just be a celebrity of any caliber, A-list, C-list, B-list, whatever, or an alien, and you can understand this alien, by the way, because you're friends.
What kind of alien?
You get to pick. I left it vague so you can fill in the blank. So if you say an alien, you can say an alien that can do X, Y, and Z. If you say a celebrity, you can pick, somebody from, I don't know, Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide, or someone from Marvel. Anthony
Are you
Mackie.
trying to picking that really cute Puerto Rican girl from Nestle Classified?
If that's who you choose to pick, sure.
She's freaking Rosa from Walking Dead. She's so sexy.
Is that who you're choosing to be friends with, a celebrity?
Um, I think I'm gonna choose the alien.
Alien, good stuff, good stuff.
I don't know. I don't want to like specify the alien because I feel like it makes it more fun if I don't know exactly like what kind of alien. I feel like we would get into more shenanigans that way.
Okay. I think I'm gonna pick someone from the future. That'd be kind of fun. Just to be like, yo, what kind of stuff y'all got? What? Tell me about the movies. Did the MCU ever come back? Like, yeah, that's on popping now, or what's that? I'm like, oh
I,
no.
that's like reading the last page of a book
Oh yeah,
before
yeah.
you finish.
No journey, all destination. I just want that friend of mine to share their technology with me. That's really
I
it.
like getting shenanigans with my friends, and I feel like you can get into the most shenanigans with like an eccentric billionaire
Of
or
course.
alien.
Yeah, both of those two are definitely funny options. Billionaire would probably be the most practical because then you can have the most amount of resources available to do basically whatever it is you want. You want to play
I'm gonna put my
pool
take
in
his money.
space? You want to
You
play golf on the moon?
know?
Like, whatever.
Then you gotta get him to pay for you to go to the moon. I don't really like depending on other people like that. So I
You're
think I'm
not
choosing the
dependent.
alien.
That's your friend. They are inviting you. They're
Yeah, but
inviting you.
I don't like doing that.
All right, well, pay me for that food you ate then. You depended on me to
You
eat. Pay me for that
hosted
food you
me.
ate.
You hosted. I told Shantae, you're the worst host ever.
That's fine. Now, your friend is hosting a trip to the moon, but you don't want to go to the moon. Or to space,
Nah,
sorry.
that's too much money.
That's too much money. How much you think that food cost?
I don't know. Less than 100, more than 50.
Yeah, roundabout. Yep. All right, so yeah,
What's my
I'll go with either somebody from the future or a billionaire. Somebody from the future because you're right. I do want to see the last page of that book, and then a billionaire just because you have the more resources to do whatever. We can hang out. They're always got free time. Well, it depends on what kind of billionaire they are. If they're the billionaire that built up an empire, they don't have any time to hang out with you. But if they're like the what's that thing, inherited money or old money billionaire, and they want to hang out, well, if we're actually friends, and it's not more of like, hey, this is my poor friend pet. Because sometimes billionaires be having poor people as pets. Like, yeah, I just keep them around so I can pretend to stay humble. Sorry, I've been on a deep dive in Reddit, and apparently what people that have money have been doing, they've been pretending to go homeless, but they'll keep all their contacts and resources so they can act like they know how the struggle is, but they still have their contacts and resources, so if they need to crash on someone's couch, they can just crash on that couch. But they'll, like, not drive their fancy car. They'll try to catch the bus. So, yeah, sorry. Deep diving a rabbit hole that's not relevant. Let's talk about ads. So, if you didn't know, today's game is, can you guess what game this is? I'm about to tell you what game this is.
Cyberpunk?
Yes, this is Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty with a bunch of mods. So when I get time to sit here and edit, I'm going to be showcasing all these mods. You can see my characters driving a Lexus. Obviously, that's not in the game. And there's a mod where the city is a little bit more alive because normally those enemies that you see driving, they don't actually drive. They stay in one place throughout the game. They're static enemies. They don't roam freely. So this mod, I forgot what the name of it is because I'm not doing that showcase, but it makes the enemies free roam around the city. So think of Grand Theft Auto. I forgot which one it was. Was it San Andreas where you had to take over territory? You don't take over any territory here, but the enemies can just roll up on you, and they don't always just fight you because there's multiple factions. They can fight each other. So Cyberpunk 2077 with mods. Look forward to that in the not so near future because it's taking me a while to edit. Now it's time for Guess the Movie. So let me pause this sweet thing and get that movie ready. How do I usually do this? Oh yeah, I put it on this screen and then I go full screen. So let me do, it's been a while and I actually didn't practice this. Format, view slideshow. There it is. All right, so if I need to show my screen, so let's see if it does it right. And then where is it at if I need to show my screen? Bam. Okay, you ready? Elbow. Oh, your audio just cut out like crazy. Give me a mic test. Okay, cool. So this is Guess the Movie. Ready? Episode 9. There's more episodes, but this is the last one I remember keeping track of. All right.
Just remember, I'm watching on YouTube, so I'm lagging behind by like 5 seconds.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Let me move this down some too. Can I grab this? It does not let me grab it. It's weird. All right, I can't grab it to move it down. What'd you say?
This has the title at the bottom.
Oh no, that's AI Mirror. That's the app that I use. They've now the free version throws in their watermark, and I didn't have the time last night to sit there and try to remove 10 individual watermarks. I said, screw it, let it be in there. That is not the title. You're going to see that on all the AI images now. Not for my thumbnails. For the thumbnails, I do take out the watermark, but I'm using the free version because the paid version is a subscription and not a one-time purchase, and I don't like that.
Dude, I have no idea what this movie is.
All right, cool.
This could be literally any movie.
When you ready to pass or whatever the catchphrase is, let me know because I'm ready to. I got this. I know what this is because I made it.
Yeah, I'll pass on this one.
All right, this was A Beautiful Mind.
Beautiful Mind.
Mm-hmm. Now, keep in mind, the only hint that I'm going to give you right now is that there is a connective tissue between all of these movies, and I'll tell you what that is at the end.
Cartilage.
Next film. What is this? Guess the movie.
What the heck?
What the heck, indeed.
This is a lion in a pool of ice. What?
Come on, guess it now.
Life of Pi?
All right, show me Life of Pi on screen. Oh no, it's Ice Age.
Ice Age? Is that Sid?
That is Sid.
Oh, okay.
All right, guess the movie.
Crap. I don't freaking know. Uh, yo, these are like so generic.
Yeah, this is probably hard, and you out of practice too. And these
Yeah, that's
aren't
true.
movie posters; these are scenes from movies. So you
Ah, that
gotta really
sucks.
know your movies.
Let's go Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street. Show me Wolf of Wall Street. No, Men in Black 2.
Man in Black. He's not even wearing black. This guy.
He's a postman because he got his brain neuralized, so he had to go through to find a deneuralizer, which they thought didn't
I remember
exist.
team with Bismarcky.
Yep. All right, guess the movie.
Uh, I'm gonna feel stupid when I don't get this one right.
Oh, you're gonna feel very stupid. Look at that character on the right. She fine.
Yeah, very like distinct. This character.
Yeah, distinct. All right, that's the word.
Does it look like she's wearing on her head? Because it looks like she has hair. What the heck?
He's struggling, folks. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm struggling today with these.
Just say a movie title so I can go and see what happens.
Wait, what were the last three? Men in Black, Ice Age, A Beautiful Mind.
What do those films all have in common? I wonder.
What the heck does Ice Age and Men in Black have in common?
Wait until you find out.
Crap, dude. I'm gonna pass on this one.
I can't believe he passed. He didn't even throw out a movie title. I'm so disappointed. This
Yeah.
was Austin Powers in Gold Member. Come on. You do feel stupid. I hope you do.
Foxy Cleopatra. Why the heck did they have hair under her hair?
The AI always doing the earrings dirty. See the little earrings? Or I don't know what they just guessed. They guessed it. Yeah. All right.
Dude,
Guess.
I'm my worst the movie of all time.
You said what?
This is my worst guess the movie segment of all time.
This is, yeah. Now, this one is actually the poster because I don't really know this movie, and that's another hint for you. I don't really know this movie at all, so I had to just go by, okay, let me go to this poster because even though it was only me doing this in the middle of the night, I'm like, I might forget this movie by tomorrow. So I think I got the name of it down packed in my head. So tell me, guess the movie.
Time travel?
You said time travel?
These are time travel movies.
Are you? Is that the okay? That's your connective tissue. What movie is this?
Crap, I don't know. She's wearing a wedding dress. Let's go 50 First Dates.
All right, 50 First Dates. Show me 50 First Dates on the board. No, my big fat Greek American wedding. My big fat Greek wedding. Yep, I messed the title up. You know what it is though. Hopefully, my big fat Greek wedding. I believe that's how you
How
pronounce
the
it.
hell would I ever watch this movie?
I never seen it.
You know how I feel about the Greeks?
Wait till we get to the connective tissue. If you said it's time travel, you're going to see how it all plays out. All right, guess the movie.
This is Lord of the Rings.
Okay, can you tell me which Lord of the Rings this is? You still get the point, by the way. But can you tell me which Lord of the Rings this is?
This is Fellowship.
Are we locking that in? Because the way you responded wasn't confident enough.
Who the heck is this little boy on the right here? Look at the young boy. Why is he even there? Freaking. But no, that's definitely Frodo and Sam in the front here. This is Fellowship.
All right, Fellowship, and that little boy is quite precious. Ah, it was Gollum. All right, this was Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers.
Two Towers?
Two Towers. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, the AI makes everybody beautiful, even this ug mug face.
Like, what the heck was that little boy, yo?
All right, guess the movie.
Wait, it's not time travel, then. There's no time travel in Two Towers. This is Signs.
Okay, he said that confidently. Correct. Ding, ding, ding. I like the confidence. He's coming back to his mobile. He's coming back to his mojo jojo. All right, let's see.
I'm back, baby.
Guess the movie.
What the heck is the connective tissue? Like, what? This is Harry Potter.
Which Harry? You get the point. Which Harry Potter is it?
Chamber of Secrets.
Wait, hold on. Is this? Yeah. Chamber of Secrets. Yeah. Chamber of Secrets.
Damn, I'm good.
Wait, hold on. I gotta double check my. I think it is. I think it's Chamber of Secrets. Cause now you're making me second guess myself. I think it is Chamber of Secrets.
I broke his wand in Chamber of Secrets.
Okay, good. Cause I'm like trying to remember. And I'm like, damn it, this is having me do everything in the middle of the night. All right, guess the movie.
This is Star Wars Episode 2: Attack of the Clones.
He's back, baby. He's back. Ding, ding, ding. He's back. But you know, it gets easier. So this next one, the last one, I think this is the last one. The next one coming up. But yeah, so it should be. Yeah, it should be fairly obvious. All right, guess the movie.
Sorry, I'm behind.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're behind. Yeah. Which Spider-Man?
Green Goblin is terrifying. It's just Spider-Man.
Yeah, correct, Spider-Man. All right, so the connective tissue. Do you know it? Can you guess it, or you don't know it yet?
The connective tissue.
What connects all those movies together?
Well, there's spiders in. Oh, is it giant spiders?
Nope. First of all, time travel was good. Giant spider is great, but you'd have to really know those movies. But no, the connective tissue. Before I let you guess any more good ones, the connective tissue was 2002's top 10 box office films. So they all came out in 2002.
So Padme fights that big thing with all those legs.
That's a good one.
Harry Potter, they go into the forest. They meet Aragorn, who is, remember, he's Hagrid's giant spider.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously Spider-Man.
He's a man spider.
Two Towers. Remember, Gollum leads Frodo and Sam up into that thing, and that huge spider wraps Frodo up.
Gollum's such a dick.
But dude, why do all these movies have spiders?
Well, I don't know if Signs has spiders. Signs has a creepy green alien looking guy.
Signs just has alien. Yeah.
And
dude,
in My Big Fat Greek Wedding, we can pretend that there's a scene where there's a spider and the husband has to smash it. Austin Powers. Austin Powers. I don't know if there's a spider in there. Ice Age, I'm sure there's one. Beautiful Mind, we can pretend. But yeah, at first what I was going to do was Fast and Furious movies, but I was too lazy because I didn't feel like doing them. I didn't feel like shuffling the order myself, so I just thought of the year 2002. I think that's when one of the Fast and Furious movies came out. So I said, what if I just do top 10 movies? And then thankfully it gave me them in reverse order, because if it went number 1 on down, I think you would have started to pick up on what was going on. So I had to go from 10th highest to the first highest, and he was like, oh, okay, top 10 box office movies in 2002. So yeah, this was a time travel because we went back in the year 2002, so we did some nostalgia. But yeah, not time travel in the way that you thought originally. So that was a good episode of Guess the Movie. Tricked you up real good there.
What did I get? 5 out of 10?
I think so, yeah. You started getting that latter half. I don't have anything for fresh off the pot. You say what?
5 out of 10? That sucks. That's still my worst one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's your worst one. It caught you off guard when we did nostalgia. You were used to getting movie posters, and I could have done movie posters, but I felt like it'd have been too easy. So I like doing the scenes from the movies.
The fact that I started off 04 makes 5 for 10 not that bad.
Yeah. All right. Do you have anybody to take to the gun line this week?
Just NBA YoungBoy. He got arrested on gun and drug charges in Where the heck was he? I think it's Arizona. Dude, he's just gotta stop doing what he's doing. I mean, Kodak Black and NBA YoungBoy go to jail like every year.
Yeah, man. That's the thing that J. Cole was trying to say. He's tired of seeing our brothers make these bad decisions. And I'm sure they got somebody in their camp telling them not to do it. But when you young and getting money, you start just not listening, man. You think that the world is your oyster. You can do whatever it is that you want. So, yeah, hopefully they get it together. They ain't going to be young forever.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right, topic number 4. Topic of the show. So, how does pacing affect your enjoyment of a video game? Now, before you answer, I'm just going to tell you a story. I'm going to take you back 10 years, really 14 years. The year was 2010, and Red Dead Redemption 1, we didn't call it 1 back then, had just came out. And I started playing it, and I got to the part where you get to the farm. I don't remember the characters' names too much, but I know things started off very exciting. You doing a robbery or something. Again, this is 14 years ago. You do a robbery in the beginning of the game. Ish gets real. You gotta lay low. You go to a farm. You're trying to recover, and the pacing of the game kind of slows down. What'd you say?
You try to kill Bill Williamson.
Yes.
And he shoots.
Yeah, there it is. It wasn't a heist. It was that. Yeah, because you go to his camp, his base camp or something. And then the pacing of the game slows down. And then I remember Elbow was talking to me about it. He was like, "Oh yeah, I beat that game, or I'm playing that game." He's like, "No, you gotta keep playing. You gotta keep playing. It gets good." And I was like, "Dang!" But it started to move real slow because Lucille, or whoever farm you on, she started teaching you how to cattle ranch and stuff like that. And the game is meant to be that way. It's not Grand Theft Auto. It's not Call of Duty. But during those times in that 2010s, everybody had those on their brain. They wanted action, 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 kill, kill, kill. But it was meant to be a little bit more slower, a little bit more methodical, and a little bit more like down home on the range. So I want to know that's for me, how does pacing affect your enjoyment of a game?
I mean, it just depends on the game, because maybe it wouldn't feel right with certain games, but for other games it does. So I would say I'm fine with a slow paced game as long as it feels right, to be that way.
Okay, and that's good.
But
Oh, the game crashed,
yeah,
so I'm just gonna replay this video.
You ever play Velocibox?
Nope.
So literally, you got a box. You have to watch out for obstacles. Like the obstacles are coming at you as you go down the hallway, and you can like travel on all 4 walls, and you can like flip your wall, and you can. It's basically just a quick, motion, like get the hell out of the way of the obstacle game. You cut it on, you hop right in. It's such a simple game, and it's so fast paced, but like I like the way that makes me feel. But I also like Red Dead 2, where I can just hunt for deer for 3 hours. I mean, it just depends on the game.
I feel you. I would say, has that experience changed for you now that you're a father and maybe limited time? Maybe you have limited time to play the game.
That's what I'm. So I know what time I have before I cut the game on. So I know whether I want to play Minecraft and expand my Nether tunnel for 2 hours, or if I want to just hop on and play one game of NBA 2K, blacktop for 10 minutes, because I know what kind of time I have before I cut the game on.
Gotcha. So yeah, pacing does matter, and that will affect your decision to even turn on said game.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, pacing matters, but I'm a little bit more open than I was 14 years ago, so I'll play a slow-paced game. My problem is I won't beat your game, but I'll certainly play it. I just don't have the time, because not only am I playing games, now I'm like, okay, well, how can I turn this into content? How can I, do a video essay on this game, or just showcase this game, or do a gameplay walkthrough or a review? So now I have to factor that in too, and I find myself sometimes using this website, howlongtobeat.com, and I'll be like, I'm gonna just play the short game first, and then just play that, because then I can start working on that, put a video out. So yeah, pacing, and there's more so game length, but pacing, it doesn't really have too much of an impact now that I'm a little bit more older, a little bit more mature, because I've sat through some movies that had slow pacing. In fact, a lot of movies that I've been watching, in the movie theater, the pacing feels off, but when you go and watch it at home, it's because your brain already knows what's happening scene after scene. It feels a little bit faster, but in the theater, you're stuck and you have no idea what's going on. You're in this dark room, so the pacing feels longer. With games, I don't really get that too much because I'm stopping almost every 5 seconds to take care of the little one. Almost, not every time. So yeah, pacing doesn't really impact my enjoyment of a game like it used to back then, just because I already know I'm taking breaks pretty often. But
agreed.
That's our show. Any final thoughts before I let you go?
Do you get real radio stations on this mod?
Yeah, so I added that Breakfast Club in, but I'd have to manually put my songs in. So on the computer, I just put my songs in a folder, and then I just made 96.5. I didn't call it Wired or Wild, whatever they call it now in Philly. I just called it Breakfast Club because that's more recognizable to me. But yeah, you can mod in real radio stations. I want them to mod in TV shows, and I haven't found any mods for that. Because then if I can add in real TV shows, that'd be cool too. Because that car is a different profile than the average car. So that mod is... So in the game...
Oh, you can open that.
Yeah. In the game, that character that you saw on the right, that's... he's more of like a... He's in your head. So it's a digital projection of that character. He's a ghost, you could say. He's a ghost in the shell. Well, no, Ghost in the Shell is something different. So yeah, he sometimes, with this mod, is a passenger in your vehicle. But because his vehicle is shaped a little bit differently, the profile is low. His head clips is what that's called, goes through the top. But yeah, he's not actually there.
So you're a schizo?
Sorta. You go through a... I'm still in the beginning of the game, and it's been 4 years since I played the actual game. Now I've been more so testing out different mods. Like right now, that gun is a mod because the skin's not in the game, and that silencer is like a joke mod because it's extremely long. So right now, from what I remember, you do a heist with your boy, and it all goes wrong. See how he just digitally teleported in? He's not really there, but because you have all this cybernetics in your head, you can see certain things. Like, see, I have a scanner. So that person's not really there. It's Johnny Silverhand. He's just harassing you. Well, eventually, I think you guys come to terms with being okay with each other. But anyways, like I said, you go through a near-death experience, and you insert this flash drive into your head. They call them shards. And this flash drive has a copy of a person's soul. You could say soul. Personality, really. Copy of that person's personality on it. And that person happens to be a... what's that called? An activist terrorism? What do you call when you're an activist / terrorist? I forgot, but it has... He's a
terrorist.
A what?
A terrorist.
A terrorist, yeah. Basically, has a terrorist, but he's only a terrorist because he blew up a building. But he did it for...
That's terrorism.
He did it for a noble reason. I'm not the Lord. I'm not the Lord guy.
He's using violence to scare people into doing what he wants.
No, he blew up a building because they were like corporate greed. So in this future, that's why the ads are so crazy.
They're not living how he wants them to live, so he's going to use violence to persuade them to.
Yeah, that's a way to look at it. So Johnny Silverhand is a terrorist, but he's also what they call a rocker boy. So he uses his music to make a message. But he got extreme, or what's that John called? Radicalized. He got radicalized, and he took a bomb. I think it was a nuke. In which year did this take place in? I want to say it took place in 2023. And they blew up a building called Arasaka. So Arasaka, think Japanese. They're now big dogs. Like how think of Samsung. If they decided, they're from Korea obviously, but if Samsung decided to come overseas, well, they did actually, they're here, but they're way bigger than what they are. They don't just make cell phones over here, they make military tech and everything. So think of that. Samsung's super big, and United States is basically paying Samsung for almost everything, transportation, blah 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 blah. So in this future of Cyberpunk, all the corporations are now way big dogs than the actual government, kind of like how it is now, where there's Amazon and who's the other big dog? I forgot now. Apple. I don't know if Apple's that big, but what's the Tesla guy? He owns all that stuff. So those big corporations are now big dogs. So this guy, Johnny Silverhand, who's a rocker boy, he's a musician, he said, well, I'm going to blow up their big ass building. It's not a great idea because it's a nuclear bomb, and that's got a huge fallout. And also, if you blow up one building, you ain't doing nothing. Again, whoever knows the lore is going to be in the comments like, he actually did it for this reason, and that was the mainframe to hold all of the debt. Probably. But as far as I remember, you play a flashback because you insert the thing into your head so you get his memories.
Isn't that just the plot of the movie Fight Club?
Yes. That's why I said that I barely remember the story, but I remember doing the flashback, because when you're about to die, your character in the game is about to die, and you either manually do it or somebody does it for you. They insert this thing into your head called a shard, basically a flash drive, and that has the memories or personality or soul, if you will, of Johnny Silverhand. You do his mission is a flashback where you play as him, and he dies, and they're like, well, we're going to torture you. Basically, we're going to keep your soul. Like, you don't even get to rest in peace. We're going to keep your soul. So think of Black Mirror like that, where they keep you alive in the digital world. So that's how that comes about. So you see him around.
He shouldn't rest in peace. He's a damn terrorist. Although now that's coming back to bite him, because now he's like doing his terrorism through you, I guess.
Yeah. He doesn't control your body, but you are dying because that thing is messing with your brain. It's called a relic. Yeah. And that's all I really remember from the story. Like I said, this profile is just me testing out mods. I'm just doing side missions, just trying to see if it crashes. It did crash on me, so I have to take down some of the mods and figure out why it was crashing. I know I was driving around kind of fast too. But yeah, that's it for our show. So as always, if you want to hear your topic on the show, make sure you comment on any of our social medias. Just use hashtag TNT, and then you'll see us next week, same black time, same black channel. We out.
Oh, well, see them boobs when you look down?
Oh yeah, that's immersive first person view. So
I'm immersed.
Yeah, in the normal game, when you look down, it's just abdomen on down. But someone created a mod that opened up your field of view so you can actually see your chest. Because if you look down, he's laughing. If you look down in real life, you can actually see your chest. You don't just see your abdomen to your feet. You can see your chest.
Yeah, but it's nothing to see down there.
You don't have a penis? It's just like a Ken doll?
Well, I'm under covers, but my chest is out. But there's nothing to see on my chest.
It's nothing to see. That kind of nothing
on
to see.
On a man chest.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's that mod. That's one of the mods. I have a 4K. What's that called? A third person mod, because this game does not go in third person. So if you're playing on consoles,
are you still playing? I thought you exited out.
The game crashed.
What do you mean?
Oh, during that footage, I'm not actually playing. Let me end this podcast. All right.